All right, so come into just a really comfortable, as you can get, spot, just laying on your back. If you have a bolster, you could put that under your knees or just lay flat or knees bent, just supporting themselves. And I want you to try to relax here. Take about a minute to silence the thoughts that are coming into your head and just try to be present. Be present on your mat. And then bring your awareness into your body. And let's bring awareness now into the way that we're breathing. Just feel your chest and your ribs expand as you inhale, and then deflate as you exhale. Let's actually bring hands onto the belly. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. Do that a couple more times. See if you can lengthen your breath. Take a deep breath in. Let's reach the arms, take them over your head, reach the arms long. Exhale, just float them down to your sides, palms down. Deep breath in, reach hands overhead, reach your fingers towards that space behind you. Float them back down to your sides. And we'll do that one more time. Deep breath in, reach the arms long. Holding here, exhale. And let's bend the knees, bringing feet to the floor. From here, I'll have you roll on to one side, rest there for just a moment, one breath. And as you're ready, come up to take a seat. And you can sit on a prop. I've got my bolster. Or you could be right on the floor. You could even be in a chair here. If sitting down low is uncomfortable for you, I'd encourage you for the next couple minutes, you could go ahead and bring yourself to a chair. And we're just creating length now through our torso. And I want to stay with our breath here for just maybe another minute. So not a lot to think about. We're bringing that breath now in and out of the nose. And even though your hands aren't on your belly anymore, I want you to think about feeling your ribs and your belly expand as you breathe in. And when you exhale, it deflates back down. And we'll start inviting some small movements here. Inhale, draw shoulders up towards ears. Exhale, set them down. Inhale, draw shoulders up towards ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale, let's scoop hands overhead, reaching up nice and tall. Exhale, turn palms out, reach them out, and then down. Deep breath in, scoop palms overhead. Exhale, take a twist. Bring left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. We'll hold here for a couple of breaths. Think about keeping length in your spine, nice and tall. Rotating your heart through. Inhale, let's come back through center, reach up high. Exhale, come out to the left, right hand across and left hand behind. We'll look over the left shoulder. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back to center, reach hands up high. Exhale, hands to prayer at the heart. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, release hands to reach overhead. Exhale, right hand down. Let's lean out to the right and reach through the left fingertips, reaching out towards that right space, looking underneath your arm. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, hands to prayer at the heart. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, release both hands, reaching high. Exhale, left hand down. We'll lean out to the left, reaching right arm up and over. And actively reach through that top arm. Shift your gaze so you're looking underneath it, towards your ceiling or sky. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, let's come back up to center. Exhale, hands to prayer at the heart. Deep breath in and let it out. Let's take palms to knees. We'll do some seated cat and cow, and I'm just going to turn to show you from the side. Okay, so we'll inhale, bringing the heart forward, lift your chin, lengthening the spine. Exhale, sit back, and we're letting that C curve come into our spine now, scooping out the belly. Inhale, come forward, bring your heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, chin to chest, curve the spine. And I want you to keep moving through that. Take a few more, just moving with your own breath. Take one more, and then this time I want you to stay in your cat back. So you'll stay rounded, pressing your chin onto your chest. And when you do that, picture finding length through the back of your neck. Let's release and come on up, sit tall, set the shoulders down. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, roll it back and just find your stretch here. So I feel opening through the outside of my right chest and my right shoulder. And so we're just gonna hold it there. And point your thumb back, reach it back. You'll feel this all through, again, your shoulder and your chest and into your right bicep. Let's bring that arm across the body. So you're taking it across, left arm hooks just above the elbow, and gently pull. And we're gonna turn the head to look over the right shoulder. release, bring the right arm long overhead, reaching up high. We'll bend the elbow, place fingertips down along your upper back or your neck, and left hand comes to right elbow. We'll just gently press down on that elbow with the left hand and use the back of your head to lightly press back into your right arm as well. We'll get that nice opening through the tricep right here, back of your arm. And we'll stay here a couple breaths. Stay with your breath. We're going to release it here. Deep inhale. Exhale, take a twist. Left hand to right knee. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Deep breath in. And let it out. Inhale, reach high through center. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Look over left shoulder. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, we'll come back to center. Exhale, float hands down. So let's just roll the shoulders back, and now we'll stretch through that left side. So we're finding that opening here, stretching our chest, our shoulder, and the bicep. Rotate so your thumb is pointing back and gently reach it back. So we're keeping the shoulders forward and that arm is doing the reaching. Hold for just another breath. Let's take it across the body here, left arm reaching across, right arm coming underneath, and we'll turn to look over the left shoulder. Come back to center, reaching left hand high and really reach. And now let's draw the shoulder back down into a socket. Bend the left elbow, fingertips reaching between shoulders or the back of neck. Right hand to elbow. Let's gently press down into the elbow and use your head to gently press back into your left arm. So we feel that right here. Deep breath in. And let it out. Inhale, let's reach hands high. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaching up and over. Active reach, turn your palms down. Look underneath the left arm, and if you want, if you're on the ground, you can walk your hand out a little bit further here. Maybe take that side bend a bit deeper. We'll come back through center. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands of prayer to the heart. Inhale, release both hands, reaching up. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. Right arm actively reaching up and over. Holding here, or maybe slide out, take it a little bit deeper this time. Carefully come up, both hands to high. Exhale, float them down. All right, from here, we're going to come onto hands and knees. Let's take, if you have a prop, you can set it to the side. I'm actually gonna use mine, it's a towel, it's 2 towels for my extra cushion here. So I'm just gonna unroll it, and then that's where, for now, my knees are gonna go. You can always fold over your mat as well. That will give you some extra cushioning if you want it. So let's take our knees right under the hips, and we're just tall kneeling. I want you to tuck your toes under. Okay, we're gonna do a little back bending here, just kind of introducing this camel pose. Okay, so I'm gonna have you take your hands, bring them around, bring them to your lower back, almost like you're just tucking your fingers into the very top of some pockets back there. Okay, I want you to draw your shoulders back, let your chin lift, and think about just kind of puffing your chest out right here. And come back into your breath. And now we'll start just a light tipping back, and we are arching through the back here, lifting that gaze, and we start to reach our hip points forward. So we're coming into this gentle back bend. Try to stay with your breath here. It can be a little awkward when you're taking your gaze up like that. And let's start to bring the chin forward and just restack, re-lengthen the spine. From here, I want you to keep your toes right where they are. We're gonna take a high version of a puppy pose. So I want you to keep your hips over your knees and just lower down onto your elbows. And now think about pressing your ribs down and take your heart forward. So your chin, your gaze are looking forward. So we're just in kind of this high puppy pose. And now come into the idea of that cat back. So we'll tuck the chin, bring the C curve back into the spine, lift the spine high. And come back to neutral. Let's bring hands to the mat, walk it back up to that tall kneeling. And we're gonna do one more round here of this camel. I'm gonna progress it. You can absolutely move on with me or just keep it, if the first version was enough for you, keep it right there for the second round, okay? So knees are under the hips. Let's bring hands onto the lower back and we'll draw the shoulders back, open up your heart here and start coming into a gentle back bend. So we start reaching the hip points forward, lifting the gaze. So you could stay here. Option to bring up one arm, think about reaching it back. And then you'll take it around and you're looking for your heel. Okay, your heel or your ankle. And you could add the second arm reaching up and then reaching again back, looking for that heel or ankle. So this becomes a really big heart opener with by reaching your arms back that way. And try to stay with your breath. Just one more breath here. And we'll slowly start coming up. If you're all the way back, bring one arm up, then the other, and release hands down. From here, I want to stretch us back out long. We'll come into a child's pose. So let's bring knees out as wide as the mat, and we'll untuck our toes now, but we'll bring them together and start sitting back towards your heels. So sinking down like you're gonna sit right onto your heels and then start to come out. You could come into this high child's pose, coming onto forearms. You could walk the arms out long, let your head come down to the floor or to a block or to a pillow. Props are good. Deep breath in and let it out. Let's look towards hands and start bringing yourself forward onto hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Just roll through a couple cat-cow. Inhale, press your belly down, look forward. Exhale, chin to chest, lift the spine. Inhale, reach the belly down, draw the shoulders back, look forward. Exhale, chin to chest, lift the spine. And so from here, let's come to neutral. So a strong table, belly is active, drawing in, and we're long from the top of the head back through the tailbone. Inhale, reach right leg back, and add your left arm reaching forward. Deep breath in, let it out, and let's carefully set down. Take it to the other side. Inhale, reach left leg back, add right arm reaching forward. Deep breath in, and exhale, carefully set down. I'm going to have you come back up onto your knees for just a moment, and we're going to bring this left leg around, step it forward. So we're setting up for our low lunge, back toes are untucked, and we're going to kind of rock in and out of this. So let's just rest the hands on the thigh for now, and I want you to just really slowly move forward and back. You're going to start feeling that through your glutes and the hamstrings here on the left side, and then through your hip flexor on the right side. Take one more. We're going to hold it forward this time. So right here, let's hold. Think about reaching that right hip forward. Okay, let's inhale, bring hands up overhead, and come into a gentle back bend, lift your gaze. You can stay right here. If you want to play around with this, I sometimes like to lean with this, and to do that, I'll bring my right hand down to back of right thigh, and then I'll start sliding it down my leg, and I reach this top arm up and across. So I'm reaching it towards kind of that back right corner. We'll carefully come back up, bring hands to your heart, taking a twist right here. Let's start to turn, and then we'll come down to hook elbow outside of the knee. And find some leverage here. Press elbow into knee and bring your heart around, bring your gaze around to look over your left shoulder. And if that's too much, you can always take hand across and hold your twist here, or you could add a reach. All right, let's very carefully unwind. I just want you to open up the arms, point thumbs back, and we'll release. Let's just trade our legs. Come on back and get resituated, and then you'll step that right foot forward. Okay, take time to set up. There's a lot of balance down here. Okay, so if you feel off, play around with it, move around until you feel more balanced. And then meet us up right here. We're just starting that nice slow pulsation forward and back. Okay, so feeling it through the glute, the hamstring on the right leg, and then through that hip flexor and quadricep on the left side. All right, on your next one, let's stay forward. So we're gonna hold it right here. Okay, you could stay right here. We've got those back bending options. We'll start taking the arms up, reach them high, come into that gentle back bend. If you wanna try that angled back bend, you bring your left hand down behind left thigh, and as you start leaning back, just let it slide down your leg, and you're reaching that right arm towards the back left corner. I'm really trying not to put a lot of pressure on the back of my knee. I just wanted to mention that because that could happen very easily. Let's carefully come up. And we'll bring hands together, hands to prayer. And we'll start coming forward, hooking outside of left knee over the right, or outside of left elbow over the right knee. And then taking our twist, rotating around here. You've got that option to just reach hand across, take your twist, and then maybe reach your right arm. Let's come back around and we'll just come out of it. And I'm gonna have you come on down and take a seat right on your mat. We're gonna be, and I would put your props to the side for now if you have them. We're just taking our legs long out in front of us and remove the flesh from under your sits bones. And we'll point the feet back, toes reaching back, finding length through the back of the legs. We haven't done a whole lot of hamstring stretching so far today. We're not going to do a lot today, to be honest. Inhale, reach up high, and exhale, let your hands just land where they do. So keep that in mind. We have not stretched the hamstrings a lot, so offer yourself some compassion here and just be gentle with it. And we'll be here for several breaths. So you do have time as you get more loosened up to kind of sink forward a little bit if that feels right to you. And we'll take a few more breaths. Let's lengthen the breath. And when you exhale, again, think about maybe just melting but not forcing further into this posture. Deep breath in and let it out. Inhale, let's roll up the spine, reaching hands high overhead. Exhale, set them down to sides. And we're going to take it back. We're coming onto our backs now. Make sure you have room behind you. And just nice and slow, roll it down. Once your head and shoulders are down, let's bend the knees. Give them a hug in towards your chest. And we're going to hold it right here. Give them a gentle hug. Maybe take a small rock from side to side. And let's bring your feet down to the floor, knees are bent. Let's take both hands back to the belly, and we're going to come back to our breath here. Deep breath in, feel your chest, your belly rise. And exhale, feel it deflate. Let's bring the soles of feet together, letting knees go out to sides here. And I want you to stay with your breath. Let's move one hand onto the heart. So one hand to the belly, the other hand is on the heart. Deep breath in and out. And from here, we're going to move to our final relaxation. So you could take a traditional Savasana with arms and legs extended. You could come back to where you were at the beginning of class. Maybe you had knees bent and that feels more comfortable for you. And I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. We're taking about 2 minutes right here, nice and quiet. Stay present. Stay on your mat, stay in your body. And take a conscious breath in. Feel your chest expand. Exhale, feel it deflate. Do that a couple more times, and now think about just some warm energy, positive warm energy coming into your body every time you inhale. And when you exhale, I want you to picture sending that out into your extremities, your arms, fingers, feet, out through the toes. So you're just filling your body with this warm, positive, re-energizing energy. And let's start bringing some movement back to fingers and toes. And let's take that long stretch through the arms, reach arms overhead. And carefully roll onto your side. Let yourself just rest there for a moment. Let's come up, finding a comfortable seat. Be on the floor, you could be on your prop. Sit nice and tall. And let's just rest, palms facing up now. Like you're inviting that positive energy into you. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and sigh it out. One more time together, deep breath in. And let it out. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. Namaste.